Oh, hi. Hello. It is I, Sarah, the GM of Things from the Flood, and I have only good intentions. I want everyone I want everyone to know that before they all roll a d6, which will determine a yes or no answer
How good
to
those
No.
intentions actually are.
No.
Abby, no, no.
Yes.
Oh, Sean. We broke the
No,
streak. I feel
no.
like we always all
Normally we're
get
in
the same
sync.
thing, yeah.
Okay.
Your question was, is my brother really a building?
Yes.
That was not the question.
Because we already know the answer.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so these are determining the answers to some questions that I have and helping determine the plot line. And when it becomes pertinent, I will tell everybody what the question was. But before that, Abby, tell me a one sentence about a thing that happened last time.
We took Elizabeth to Louise's nuclear bunker and stuck her in there forever.
Yeah, after much deliberation, she is now locked with no ladder in a bunker. Logan, what's one thing that happened last time?
Both Michael and Guru Petal were revealed to be inanimate objects. One is a building, one is a crystal. And Elizabeth had a glowing tattoo.
What was it of?
The number 1.
Yep. Cool. And Sean. One thing that
The two
happened
of
last
these
time.
freaks communicated with my brother through Morse code through a pinball machine. I can't quite remember.
And they did not tell you about it.
And
You're
did
just
not
saying
tell me about
you're
it
just
yet.
saying
I don't
that.
think
Okay.
we've had a chance to tell you about
No.
it.
I don't think you have either, but
We're not going to, but we also haven't had the chance.
They could be good in the future, but they just probably won't be. Okay. And what are you guys? So you ended at nighttime. So it's the next day. What was the plan for all of you to do today? I think you had settled on one.
We're going to where Miss Blanken told us the raid on the lab was. Yeah, Miss Blanken.
Yeah, in the Black Lake lands. So she gave you a map. She like put a little X marks the spot on the map, and said it was an old loop lab. There was nothing there, but you guys want to go and investigate it and see what you can see.
yeah.
So, anything you want to do before you start doing that? And you got math. I think everybody forgot because they just like didn't want to acknowledge it. But you got Mathlon shirts in the
Nice.
mail that said
yeah.
"Forgotten Country, Go Serbia."
Forgotten country. Oh gosh.
And Miss Tollefson gave you guys a date of your first Mathlon game competition.
When is that? We have not practiced.
No, you haven't. The team captain hasn't called together a practice.
We practiced in
that-
the bus
I
the
think-
one time.
One of the people is in the hospital. Wait, no, that's not true.
that was a nice try, but no. The other person is Kraka. She now is in a motorcycle gang.
And Alice. Alice is also
And
part of this team.
Alice took Kraka's place, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Once,
Really a
dimensions
downgrade
shift.
from an actual calculator to a ghost.
But we got a mascot. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Got it. Yeah, you did get a mascot.
Ooh, I have something I want to do before
Okay.
I want to open my window and yell at Meg's house until she responds.
Okay. Do it.
Meg! And then I'm going to start throwing things.
I'll open my window, which I assume your window's like on the side, but my window's on the front, so I'll speak out. What?
Hey, do you remember how our mathlon competition is coming up?
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, but I have a compromise. What if we teach Vibe math and then Vibe competes on the team?
Can
We
you
could get
teach
them a little
birds math?
t-shirt. we can teach them pattern recognition, and then there's only so many combinations of math numbers that they have to memorize.
Okay.
Okay, just wanted to get your approval.
How are we gonna do this?
A couple days. So I mean, how hard can it be to teach a bird math? I read an article that they can do a lot of things. Pigeons can replace some doctors, so I think this bird can do math.
Wow.
Okay, bye. Good night.
Your first game is next Wednesday.
Plenty
Do
of
we
time.
even go to school anymore?
I don't know. I mean, Miss Dollefson hasn't called you. It hasn't called your home, being like, "Are you alive?" So
I guess that counts for something.
that counts for something. I mean, you were on a field trip last time. You took school with
Mhm.
you.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
been a little bit traumatic for our class because someone went to the hospital. She
Not to mention
ruined
the
the field
fact
trip.
that, yeah, I mean, everybody was in the hospital a month or so before that, but this really took the Birgit really ruined feather allergy.
Can't take her on a field trip. She
Can't take her
ruins
anywhere.
everything.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do before you scoot?
Mm-mm.
No.
Now, do you want this to be a school day, or do you just want to make it a weekend?
Weekend.
I think it was a weekend.
Great. So, roll move, Miss Rudy, driver extraordinaire.
Yes, ma'am. Per fantastic.
Per fantastic. I have to make her roll move
Per
because
fantastic.
because she has a low move.
I'm not gonna reroll. Punish me.
Awesome.
Wow.
Punish me.
Hmm.
Okay. So you rolled a d6 earlier. The question was, is Alex good now?
Uh-huh.
And you rolled no.
Yeah.
So he is not good. And you have
Not good morally or like in health?
morally.
Oh,
Like
okay.
is he better now that
Mm.
he's, back under Craftacore's supervision? The answer? Absolutely not. And as you're driving, you notice that there is a man jogging on the road, and he's just jogging a little bit faster and a little bit faster, and until he is running astride with you. And you look over, and it is Alex, and he is pissed at you.
What did you do to Alex? That he remembers.
Are his eyes silver?
Yes, they are.
Hmm.
I'm gonna. Hey, we should get off of this metal thing.
Is it just metal? Or is it oh.
I've only seen it metal. Or how fast can Rudy go? Those are the two options.
Yeah, I'll just push it and Birdie, you talk to him and distract him.
Oh, okay. Alex, as we're going like 50 miles an hour and he's sprinting next to us.
He doesn't say anything, and you see that now that there are black veins coming out, but he like turns over, and you look at him, and you see eyes are silver, but black veins like coursing through around his eyes,
That
and
does
he doesn't
not
say
look
anything,
healthy.
and he just goes.
Birdie! Oh. What are you supposed to do? Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to
Lay it on me.
Okay. Off camera, I have been collecting mice, dead mice, and now I've just been storing them in the
You the
little car.
vegan. You the
Yeah,
vegan.
They
Inventor of
are
veganism.
dead already. It's
Okay.
not vegan to touch dead animals. It's not
It's just
anti-vegan.
slightly abnormal.
Perfect. And I'm gonna start throwing these dead mice at him and being like, "Go get him, Mike! Go get him!"
What?
You want to get Vibe to attack Alex?
Uh-huh.
What do you want to roll for this?
Yeah.
Empathize with Vibe. To say,
Okay,
Vibe, we're
I
in
feel like
danger and you are our protector.
I feel like you can lead Abby to use Vibe.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. No, I don't want an item called dead mice. Never mind. Oh,
Wow.
there you go. That's a lot of mice.
Jeez.
Can I lead Vibe?
What?
I mean, yeah, I guess in this sense it is kind of a lead. Sure.
Okay. I think I'm
What are
gonna...
the rules anyway?
Do you want me to use all of them or just some of them, Logan?
Maybe.
You can clear a condition, can't you, with leads?
Um,
Does anybody I guess Abby didn't re-roll, so she doesn't have a condition.
no, I think it's either you're doing it for successes or you're doing it for the condition.
You can't
And
split it up. Okay.
I don't think you can. Maybe spend it's like 4 and
Four?
we'll keep
Yeah,
2
okay.
around.
Fantastic. I'll re-roll. I will mark scared this time.
Maybe can you now spend all 6?
No.
Okay.
2 successes. I
Vibe is very like takes Vibe a second to figure out what the heck is going
Birdie's
on.
throwing mice. I'm like, oh my god, we need to go.
And Vibe is like in her little. Didn't you say you put her at the where is Vibe?
It's on the
Birdie?
handlebars.
She's on the handlebars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she like neat.
She just
There's
has her
a
wings out. She's not flying though. It's just
takes her a
She
second.
has little aviator goggles.
I want a little sidecar for Vibe.
Birdie's in the
I'm in
sidecar.
the
We can't
or
have a
one of us is in the sidecar.
Like an extra sidecar.
There's a
but
mini sidecar attached to
hanging off
our
the front.
sidecar.
It doesn't even touch the ground.
Vibe, your valiant attack owl,
Mhm.
goes out. It follows the mice. She doesn't really. She just like gets. She's like a cat. You know. She gets the idea that you're trying to get her attention at this man, but she doesn't go after the mice. And she, because his eyes are shiny, you see that she like dives in straight for the face, and
Good vibe.
he's you know having to deal with that. And you guys can have time to get away. Who
Anyone else on this road just sees 3 kids
Attack owl.
driving down the road as fast as their little Vespa can take them, and an owl attacking a man who's somehow keeping pace with this Vespa.
yeah, so he will be sufficiently distracted that he will not attack you on this road. Somebody roll comprehend to comprehend this map that Ingmarie drew you,
I think I
because
should
you have to
probably do that.
you have to figure out it was an underground lab, so you have to kind of do some deducing
Mhm.
of where exactly you're going to be able to get in.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect. Okay, so after Alex just really gave you guys
I'm just like, when the wind, it's blowing, and I'm like looking at this map.
a pine needle hits the map and like exactly shows
Oh.
you the path that you need to take, and you say, "Thank you, Guru Petal. Pine needles on the wind." um, And so you see that there's like what would have been like the road that everybody who worked at this lab would have taken to like get to work. And so you turn off. You're in the Black Lake lands. There's nothing really around. It's not like houses or other buildings are around. It's definitely, if you didn't know labs were underground, you would think that like this is the country. And you see when you're there, there's basically like a large, weird metal object. You don't pay too much mind to. And a door. So, there's kind of like a bank in the side of a hill, and you have basically a big old metal door you can assume leads into what's left of the lab and the loop maze of tunnels that is the loop labs.
How big of a door? Like, is it something we could open?
Yeah, like not it's a metal door, so it's heavy, but it's not like a garage door, and it's not like a bunker kind of industrial garage kind of door. It's like a human-sized
That's
normal door.
made for people to open.
Made for people to open.
Okay.
You might even see that there's like an old key code kind of lock on the door.
Birdie, if owls can
Yeah.
learn math, will Vibe go back home like a homing pigeon? Is that a thing that owls can do?
Probably.
Probably.
I mean,
Your name's
she could.
Birdie. Are you not a bird expert?
No, I'm a crab X. I'm a fish X crab.
X crab expert. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you feed her. She'll probably go home.
Okay.
Or
okay.
I still have more dead mice. She might come here. Who knows?
Roll a d6. No.
Does that strange metal structure look like it could hold an abnormally large amount of Swedish meatballs? Like a crock pot?
Ooh.
How did you know? No. I mean, you're not sure if it's solid or hollow.
What does it look like? Does it look like an abstract sculpture? Does it look like machinery?
It looks like it was once a sphere or some sort of, could have been machinery, could have been, like, if you didn't know that this was a sciencey place, it almost looks like a sculpture, like just a kind of artsy sphere. But it's over time, since it's been abandoned, it has degraded and become like deformed. So it's no longer like a platonic shape. It is, organic.
I'm sure that's not important. We should go inside.
Yeah. It's just a ruined object.
Yeah. So you want to go
Okay.
inside? It is locked.
Well, never mind. Let's go
Okay,
home, boy.
let's go home. Yeah.
I
Alex
can
is
hack
still on
this
the road.
keypad.
Hack that keypad.
Program or tinker? Which one?
I think it's Tinker Tech.
I
for
would say
locks, but yeah.
program. If you want to program, so you're like cracking the code, you could say that. Or if you're tinkering to manipulate the tumblers themselves and like not even attempt the code, you could do tinker.
Yeah, I will physically manipulate it.
Okay.
Maybe use the other 2 dice now.
What is happening?
What is happening? This never happens to you.
I know.
Oh no.
I'll mark something. What do I want to mark? I'll be upset. How many dice is this? 9. Perfect.
Great. you were about to break a lockpick in these tumblers, and then you catch yourself just in time and manage to click. It's really rusty and gunked up because nobody's been in here. Um, so it was a little bit stickier to manipulate. But you click it open, door swings open. You see kind of what looks like standard level loop lab entrance. It reminds you of back when you were hunting for Principal Yarnick when he was in the tunnels, hiding in the tunnels himself. And as with most of the tunnels, you hear some sloshing of water down at the bottom.
Before we go in, I'll say, Nick, I think seeing Alex like that has really upset you, and I would like to cleanse you with some sage before we go down here. You just don't seem like you're
I
doing
think you
very.
both need.
I'm fine. She's just. I think she doesn't have her emotional support owl now, so.
Picking the lock, I've started thinking about Vibe and how she's not in her reality, or maybe she is, but she would be so lost, and my eyes were tearing up, and gotta keep it together.
Okay, I'm gonna walk you through. We're gonna do a tarot reading for Vibe, so that you know that Vibe is gonna get home safely, and then you can get your mind back on the mission. So I would like to lead you to get rid of some conditions. You have
Great.
two?
Are you gonna use your tarot?
Yes.
She does have two.
I would.
Yeah, I have
It's
two.
far too early for you to already have two conditions, and for me to already have one. We have made 3 rolls. Yes, I will use my tarot cards. So let's see how this goes.
Whoa!
Perfect. Great.
You can clear
So they're
yours too.
great. So they're all gone, and I flip a couple cards, and they're like, bird, safe, home, dead mouse, and it's like, look, she's doing great.
She even got a snack. She'll be fine. Okay, great. So it's totally dark. You could probably rig up some lighting from what's left of the electronics in the um tunnel. But it is dark and you hear water. You hear and smell water.
I'm gonna bring Rudy in to the door, and then we can shut the door behind us.
Great.
Is Rudy electric?
No.
Okay.
This is the 90's. There's no
I
electric.
mean, I think Rudy still uses electricity for
He
certain
does.
things.
I don't know. Hopefully, it's probably big enough. We're not gonna kill ourselves by running this vehicle.
You
in this
feel
close
a
space.
draft of air.
Perfect. Okay.
I'm not gonna leave him on. I'm just gonna bring him
Oh.
in so that we're hidden.
Oh, I thought you were using the lights. And
No.
I also thought you were just gonna talk on and
No.
wheel him around.
Okay, so Rudy is in this tunnel. You still can't see.
Maybe turn his headlights off.
And it's a slope down. So you're on this kind of flat landing entry way, but there's a distinct slope down
I do
after
not
you
think
go
that Rudy
3
will
feet.
do well in water.
Probably not.
But I can attempt to rig something up. Just keep making rolls.
I mean, did everybody bring their
Did you guys
wellies?
did anybody have an item for
I used to have one, but it decayed.
oh, decayed. Okay.
Well, I'll make a little lantern buddy.
Yeah. Rudy's headlight is removable, and then you have a little
Ooh,
battery
yeah.
pack.
I mean, you did make the squid eye upgrade. You might as well make removable headlight upgrade.
Tinker?
Yeah.
Okay. What is happening?
Oh my goodness.
My God.
I can't do it today, guys. I can't make a light.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What
What do you
if
think happens? How do you think that plays out? Like you break off Rudy's headlight and then
I think I actually break Rudy's headlight. Like I start extracting it really carefully, and then I drop it, and it rolls, and it keeps rolling down this ramp. And there's a splash sound. I'm like, no.
and he only has the one headlight
Yeah.
because he's a Vespa. Got it. Great.
okay.
Take one off of Rudy. No.
Wow.
No, you don't have to. I'm kidding. um
Okay. Two options. We could leave the door open for a light. We could maybe they have a backup generator. We just have to find it. Or what if we contact the only person we know who lives inside of electrical appliances and we say, could you turn on the lights for us?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Who lives in electrical appliances?
Well, he doesn't live in electrical appliances. He
Yeah.
communicates through electrical appliances. He
Mhm.
lives in himself.
Yes.
Have I met this person?
Define person.
I mean, you're talking about them like they're a person. Who? What? I mean, sure, if they can turn it on, that'd be great. Otherwise, I think we just leave the door open.
If we like when we came in and the door was open, was it like pretty well lit or is it still gonna be darkness down at the bottom?
you're gonna like you'll probably see into like halfway down the ramp. Like you'll see where the water starts. And you can see more of the wall. So like if you wanted to explore what's left of the structure of this lab, you could do that. Um, so yeah, I would say you would see about like 50% more of what's in this area
Mm.
before you hit the water. And when you hit the water, you can't really see too far beyond that.
I could does it seem outside of the realm of possibility that like there's still power here? Like we just have to like if I investigate, could I find
I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility.
okay. Let's open the door and I'll look around, see if I can find any like emergency lights or something. I don't know
Okay.
how buildings work.
Lucas will open the door.
Only you had a building expert,
I know.
somebody who really knew what it was
Okay.
like.
Take
Logan's
note,
taking
Abby.
all my sixes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, tell me. Ask your questions.
Yeah. What where is it? It being the emergency lights.
You see that there's like a backup. Like you don't know how buildings work, but
No.
there's like a bunch of levers, and you just hear the slightest voice in your head that's like, that's the right one. Like it's
Mhm.
maybe not even hearing it. It's just like an idea that pops in your head when you see this lever, and you flip the lever down, and it's like one of those
Mhm.
big kind of like mad
Oh.
scientist leathers.
Imagine all of their light switches are just giant levers. You have to-
All of the evil science equipment comes on. It's like Frankenstein. Um, and you see the emergency lighting come on, and it's definitely like pale
Mhm.
wan lighting, but it kind of everything turns on and it starts, and it does that thing where the lights travel down the dark hallway,
Oh,
so you hear
nice.
chun, 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 chun. and you see that this is basically a really long hallway. And as far as the hallway goes, there it's covered in water, mystery depth. But you do see uh, a door, all the way at the end of this long hallway.
Okay. What threats can I perceive here?
The water is questionable.
Okay. How can I get past the water? Like, is it just a narrow hallway where we could like just put one hand on one side and our foot on the other side and
Oh
like
yeah,
shimmy down?
you hadn't thought of that. I would say that's a possibility. Or you can find that there's um, kind of raw materials. You can see that there's a closet up at the front where like the hazmat suits are, and you could
Hmm.
kind of like cobble together something out of a hazmat suit because this wasn't underwater when it
Mm.
opened, but then things
Um,
got flooded, and now it's underwater.
well, I think that was 3 questions of my 5. No, of my 6 questions. What is hidden here and where is it?
um there is data from when the prophets were using this lab, and it's at the end of the hallway.
Right. And then just, I guess, what has happened here? Why is it flooded? If we're on the side of a hill, why is there water here?
It's connected, so you know that the vac is flooded, and that no one really knows why. Like, there's rumors. The curtain has said that it's mystery experiments, NATO bases blowing holes into the ocean wall. um, but you can tell that this, all the loop tunnels are essentially kind of like an interconnected web.
Mm,
So this is kind of some backflow of that water coming up
got it.
through the tunnel.
Okay. Well, we could put these hazmat suits on. That water looks questionable, so I didn't bring my wellies, but I don't think we should go inside of it. But luckily they have little suits right here. This coat closet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are
you see the
we?
closet also reads decontamination area, and you realize that you're probably in like what used to be the decontamination area.
Well, it's really contaminated now. So,
Yeah. I keep getting more and more signs that we should put on these hazmat suits.
okay. So Lucas will open up that closet, check inside. Are we making something out of the hazmat suits, or are we using them as a defense mechanism?
I think we can just wear them, probably.
Okay. They
Yeah.
might be a little big on us.
Check. Yeah, I would just you can make sure that they're intact, which maybe there's one that's a little bit got a tear in it, but the other say that there's the other three are fine.
Nice.
And you see that they have numbers on them. 1, 2, and 3. The one that was torn is 4.
Mm,
Wow. It's a 4-person lab.
I don't want one. I'll take
Small staffing.
3. Also, we should definitely take 4 and we should like hide it under the water so that if we're followed, they
Mm.
don't have a hazmat suit.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Lucas will don the suit. Number 1. Grab the messed up number 4.
Like that puts me on. And then we
And Lucas, when you look at messed up number 4,
Never mind. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, did I say pick up number
out
4?
of it,
That's not what I meant at all.
out of it falls a piece of paper, and on it you see that it is notes written in Michael's handwriting.
Oh, okay. I pick that up, snatch that up, and I read those notes, whatever they say.
Great. So you can't, some of it has maybe gotten a little smudged from the water, so you can't read everything on there, but you definitely recognize um, his handwriting, and it's like in the favorite pen that he always uses. Um, and it's basically things like, oh, I'm really close to finding the Hephaestum. All the signs have led me here. Um, I have to get answers. And then he's just got notes of like Elizabeth and Yarnik and like arrows pointing to different things.
a building. It says me with a big arrow pointing to it.
Me, the Hephaestum.
Yeah. Top
um,
1.
so
Okay.
so yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I'll grab that. I'll be like, guys, Michael was here. This suit had notes of his in it. He was also trying to find the Hephaestum. I don't know why he didn't tell me anything about this.
Wait, do you think he wore that suit?
I mean, it has notes in it. His notes in it. So he might have worn it at some point.
Oh,
I can't hear you.
Oh.
how did he fit in that? Oh, that's probably why it's torn.
Like the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe he can shift between states.
Why was he here? And did he not tell you anything of this double why was he was just a normal high schooler. Why was he
I mean, that's
investigating?
what I thought. I don't know. Maybe he found something too. We're just normal high schoolers, except we got wrapped up in all of this mess.
And it says he's looking for the Hephaestum.
Yeah, he's actually looking for it. Maybe he found it. Maybe he's in the Hephaestum.
That's a possibility.
That's a good theory, Lucas.
Yeah. Let's not get too attached to it.
We already knew he was looking for the Hephaestum, though.
Yes.
Did we?
If you
We're gonna-
recall, there was a hologram that said, "Dear brother, if you're seeing this, I am lost." When I
Well, I
started
knew he
looking
was
for the Hephaestum, only God and I knew where it was. Now only God does. If you're trying to find me, I am too. The waters rise, the worlds collide, but I am making my way. She hunts me with her little ones.
And I feel hurt in my foundation. My drywall shakes.
Shh. Now. Yes, we did know that he was looking for the Hephaestum.
We still
Yeah,
don't know
but that-
why.
No.
I don't.
No.
I didn't know if that was like before or after he, I don't know, disappeared.
Mm.
This may have been one of the places he started.
Yeah,
That-
chronologically, it's not clear right off the bat, but these do look like old notes. Like, how long ago did he disappear? Give us a timeline.
Oh, probably like 3 years ago or so.
Okay, yeah. So these notes look not brand spanking new. They could be 3 years old. And the lock was pretty rusty, so you
Mhm.
know that it's not been a high traffic area.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, if Michael was here looking for that vesum, he would have found it. So now I'm not sure if we're really gonna find much of anything that'll be useful.
I mean, we might find what he found.
That's true.
Only one way to find out. And it's
Yeah,
by
we should
going
go
through
check it
this
out
water
anyways.
to that other side.
Okay, Michael will. Not Michael. Lucas will go and start wading into the water.
Great.
We'll bring up the rear.
Mhm.
Everybody roll move.
Oh.
No.
Do you have a bonus you can use?
I think the baloney bifocals are applicable.
You Yeah, he could to see through the water and
I'm gonna
not
use
hit
my hockey
anything.
stick to to be like a sort of a lead stick.
You think you're forging a path for everybody?
Yeah, obviously that's why I went first.
Yeah. All right, you get a +1 from Lucas successfully.
Oh, I just added it to my thing because I
What
can
do you
give a
mean?
success to one kid.
Okay.
How about you take that? Is what I was saying as you're rolling, but I hadn't seen your roll, so you should still take that.
Yeah.
I will go and I will use my bonus from my investigate roll to like see where the water is not as deep. I will move, bending that. Perfect.
Hot damn. Did you want to use that bonus?
Oh. Oh, I've never had a successful move before.
You get
Oh my
bonuses.
goodness. I would like to impress. I will impress Mick because my relationship with her is I really want to impress her, and I've never once done anything with that. This is the time.
I feel like all those midnight yoga classes with Guru Paddle have like really come in handy, and you can just, like you're moving through, but you're also like doing some cool yoga poses. You're
So
like
graceful.
standing on
Mhm.
one foot
Yeah.
and like
It's like you just do crane dancing on water. It's simple, and you just down the hall.
I only want you to do that sound effect from now on. Crane dancing on water. Okay, yeah, so you guys get to the end of the hall. You look back and you notice that the water has left kind of like as you've walked through it, you've stirred up and it almost seems like you've stirred up like a new color. Like there's where you have walked and touched, it is now a dark, opaque black, as though like ink had been swirled in where you gone, or you had turned up sediment from the bottom. You're not exactly sure.
Wow, good thing we don't touch that.
Yeah.
The nuclear waste sediment that we
Yeah,
stirred up.
probably.
Biohazard waste
It
sediment.
had settled for a time and now it's seeing sunlight again. Okay, great. And you have just a regular old door in front of you.
Just a regular
Just a
old door.
regular old door?
Just a regular old
We
door.
open up that regular old door, still in our hazmat suits.
Yeah, and you open it up, you see that it is a big empty room, like almost not quite like industrial warehouse sized room, but and like as you've gone down this ramp, you've gone down maybe like two stories. It's a pretty steep incline. Um, in the room there is nothing. Like you see maybe some rubbish that has fallen, but it is seemingly completely empty. There's no lab equipment abandoned. The water has, obviously flooded this level too, but as you knock around with your hockey stick, you don't feel anything. Like, it's unnervingly clean.
So when I
Of
did my investigate, you said that there was data
Yes.
remaining here. Do I have any inclination of where that would be?
Yeah. So how do you think you would tune into your psychic senses to find that out? Just for flavor.
Um, I would just close my eyes and start walking through the water until I bump into whatever it is.
Okay. So Birdie has now closed her eyes and is walking through the water. It's hard to tell that because she's in a hazmat suit. Um,
But I told you, I've closed my eyes.
I can't see you anymore. It's too bright in here. Um, yeah, and the lights are on in here too from the mad scientist light switch.
Mhm.
Um, you guys see with your eyes open that it does seem like it had been divided, like there were, three separate stations
Mm,
essentially. Um, you can tell just by like grooves of like where you assume walls would have been, and it seems like it was divided into three. Um, and so you, Birdie, are being led by the spirit. And walk, and you're not walking in a straight line. You're kind of like zigging and zagging.
mhm,
Maybe you have to turn around and like walk backwards a few times. And you go, no, not that's not it. And you're
mhm,
doing kind of like this motion. You're like, this is why Guru Petal was making
mm,
biscuits the other day. Like, it all makes sense. You've got to feel the air.
mhm.
Um, and your hand lands on the wall, and you see that when you open it, it has a um kind of like recessed panel. So you can see that there's like square of what you assume is a panel if you pried the cover off, for who knows what's behind it.
Mhm. Does it look like I could just open it, or is it more difficult than that?
It looks like a little bit like you would have to, find pry it open somehow,
Mm.
or maybe kind of take a gander at it. Make a
Lucas,
roll.
look what I found, a square.
Um. Okay. A square.
Yeah, but it looks like it can be pried off of this wall.
And you want me to do that?
Yeah, with your big hockey muscles, get over here.
They are pretty big. Lucas will walk over and he'll pry open that panel.
Great. Use roll force just for
Don't
fun.
mind if I do.
Nice. Do you want a bonus?
Yeah.
Your
I'll
opponent is knocked unconscious.
I'll impress Birdie with
Ugh,
my hockey muscles.
it's a chain of impressment.
You should be scared in this lab, but instead you're just impressed. Okay, you like wrench it open, um, and you realize thanks to the humidity, the hinges have just kind of rusted. So you were opening it from the wrong side, but instead you just you just pulled out the hinges.
I didn't say
Uh,
open this with your big
You know,
hockey brain. I said your big hockey muscles.
You're like, it usually opens, on the right side, but not this panel. Um, and inside, you see that they have um, tapes.
Oh.
Oh God. Okay, let's close this. We don't want this anymore.
Terrifying.
Not VHS tapes.
Like
Cassette tapes.
like tape? Oh.
Cassette tapes. And you see that they are basically recorded lab notes. So you imagine that, somebody just was giving themselves voice memos, 80s style, by
Mhm.
recording into this little recorder and, keeping them in there.
Is there a player in there as well?
You don't see a player.
I'm sure one of us has
Okay.
a cassette player at home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
that's
can
not
take
hard
these.
to find one.
Yeah, there are
Okay.
a lot of tapes. There are like 50 tapes.
Oh,
That's not that
Do we
much
need
space. I
every
can
tape?
shove them into my
Yes.
satchel.
Yeah, we can carry them.
Okay. Is your satchel over your hazmat suit or under your hazmat suit?
We have a fourth hazmat suit we can use as a bag.
Oh.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
we can't get them wet.
Yeah. We're using them to hold it. We're not like dipping them in the water.
You obviously put a satchel over your hazmat suit, so you have access to the things in your
Yeah.
satchel.
A roll of d6 has your satchel come in contact with the water.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah.
No.
So you thought you were super careful. But you were like, Birdie and her feelings. Like, this water is probably fine.
The water's probably fine. My satchel's just wet. Just throw the cassettes in here. They probably are in little cassette cases. They'll be okay.
But are you gonna get them wet on the way out?
No, I'll be more careful.
Okay.
Why don't I hold them?
How are you going to hold 50 cassettes, Lucas?
Are they in a box? Who just puts 50 loose cassettes in a panel?
Crazy scientists.
Yeah, they're in they have like a holder, like
Oh.
the CD case, but the cassette case of the
Oh,
day.
Oh, well,
perfect.
that's good.
Yeah, also technically I bring my hockey bag everywhere with me, so I've had my hockey bag
Ah.
this entire
But
time.
did
Has
your
your
hockey
hockey
bag
bag
touch the
get
water?
wet?
This is coming out, all
No,
these
'cause I
objects.
was holding it up here.
Now
I have
roll
my
a
dead
d6.
mouse
Did
bag.
your
I bring that with me everywhere.
roll a d6 for fairness? Did your hockey bag get wet? Is it on the outside or the inside?
No, it's on the
Okay.
outside because it's too big, and I take very good care of all of my hockey
I
equipment.
made
was-
Abby do it. I have to make you do it.
Well, I want something that touches the water.
All right. Well, what you want, girl?
No. I
Vibe.
was gonna
Your
say
bag of crystals.
Ooh, no. Those can't get wet. I'm good. Never mind. I
You
don't
take
want the
it back.
risk.
Okay. There's still time. You have to go back.
I'll think of something.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you have cassettes. Anything else you want to investigate? Look for while you're here.
I just don't know if we're gonna find anything. If the police didn't find it and Michael didn't find it, then it was just this box or this square. Because we're better than both of them. But they probably found everything else.
Yeah, I mean, if it looks mostly empty, I don't know. Lucas might. You said it was filled with water, right? Like it still has. This room has water in it too.
Yes.
He might try to like knock around with his hockey stick a bit, but that's probably it.
Do you want to roll for anything?
Not really.
Did
I'm
your
scared.
hockey
That's
stick touch
related
the
to
water?
investigating.
What about you, Mick?
I'm good.
He's like, I don't
All
want to roll
right.
any more dice.
The dice are
Well,
here
you
to
guys-
give me sixes only for Sarah's yeses, and I'm not happy about that.
I'm sorry.
If
You
we go
gotta
back
know.
and
You gotta
then
know too for your
I
question this
know.
time.
what's his name? Alex is at the door.
Alex is not at the door.
Do you think Alex has creepy black veins from this creepy black water?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, why would he have come here? So
Everybody-
thus
He's
far we have
following us.
yeah. But I mean, why would I feel like we don't have any connection of Alex to the Hephaestum, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I mean, creepy black water, creepy black veins. It just makes sense, right?
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants the Hephaestum. It's like super powerful and lets you talk through pinball machines. So it's pretty cool.
Lets you jump. I mean, Elizabeth did manage to jump planes and, break
Yeah.
reality with it. She thought she was going to the future, but she maybe miscalculated. And they
Elizabeth
did
miscalculate? No.
Never.
never. Okay, so you guys don't have to roll anything to go back the way you came.
There's no other exits or entrances from this place.
No, I mean you do all the labs are connected, so you know that there's like
Hmm.
there is probably another exit, but that probably just leads to a loop tunnel that leads to like the particle accelerator that used to be there. Like they could all get to their labs from the underground if they wanted to. They never had to come up. So there's nothing else intuitively related to like the Hephaestum that you sense off
Okay.
in that direction.
Should we
But
investigate that
water
weird
is there.
modern sculpture?
Oh. Yeah. Once we get back outside. What if it's actually a tape player? That'd be convenient.
Oh, that would be convenient.
That would be convenient and also very strange.
Wouldn't it be convenient? Okay, great. You go on out, and are you taking those hazmat suits with you? Are you taking them off? What are you doing with your satchel, Abby?
Take them off.
Mm-hmm.
Put the satchel back on.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I'm
Okay.
assuming it's still wet, and the wet is going to get on,
Yeah.
like seep through your clothes.
Do I have... I don't have reason to not... I don't know.
You remember when I impressed you?
Yeah?
I was actually impressing upon you how dire it is that we don't touch the water. This is loop water.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Okay,
I was
so...
thinking sometimes motorcycles have little like shells on the back that can hold stuff.
Yeah,
Do you
Rudy
think you have a
definitely
little
has,
compartment that
like...
Rudy has
Rudy's got
that you can
something.
throw it in?
Um...
Rudy's got something.
Rudy's got something.
Or you could just let it touch your skin. That's probably more fun.
That is more fun, but I'll stick it in my compartment because that's what you guys told me to do. So I'll put the satchel in.
I mean, you still get it on your hands unless you're taking care
No,
to.
I'll... I took the satchel off, and then I took the hazmat suit off, and then I was about to pick up the satchel, and my friends were like, maybe don't touch that. And so I put on the hazmat gloves. I grabbed the satchel and I put it in the compartment.
Roll for bubonic plague.
Great. Okay. That's fine.
Black Blood Gang!
Black
Whoa,
blood
I
gang.
dive into the water.
The veins.
The veins. And just steal all of Logan's ideas. Okay, great. Nothing. You don't feel weird. Nothing's happening. Great. You have this mystery sculpture equipment thing.
Hmm.
In front
Can
of you.
I comprehend sort of like instead of asking questions, I sort of comprehend if I can see what it was.
Abby, what was that roll for?
It's for me. Don't worry
Okay.
about that.
Oh my goodness, secret rolls.
I love
Everyone's just
it.
doing mystery rolls. I don't like
She's
this.
such a mystery girl. Okay. You comprehend what, Logan?
The statue.
Okay. Anything in particular? What it was used for?
I just sort of want to like see, what it big picture, what it was probably used for, or like
Yeah.
its purpose in a general sense.
Yeah, you sense that it was an experiment.
Oh, do I have to roll, or are you just gonna tell me?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to roll. It was an experiment. That I'll tell you that much. Roll. Abby's roll threw me off. Great. It was an experiment.
Oh, perfect. I had a feeling.
And you get the sense that, it was like one of many that the loop were trying out at the time. Didn't end up working the way that people wanted it to. And so it was never continued. It ended up emitting a frequency that made adults go a little crazy.
Oh, like
It
take off
is
all
a
their
crock
clothes and
pot.
run into the woods?
It is a Swedish meatball crockpot.
Abby, do you want to tell everybody what the Tales from the Loop Crockpot history is?
What did the crock pot make people do? It made them revert to their wild feral states, so then there were just
Yeah.
naked adult orgies in the forest.
Yeah. And I think
That's
my
about it.
character's mom was involved.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, it was like their id came out and they
Mhm.
just had only aggression and like sex instincts. But it only worked on adults. Mystery
And
teen
Lena
studies.
caught herself up in it. She was also involved,
Yeah.
which is embarrassing because she was the one who
Yeah.
developed it.
She was always
What was its
embarrassing.
original purpose? Like that's not what they thought it was gonna do.
Was it to control adult people? I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember. Not that.
So that's what you learn.
This is actually a meatball cooker.
Yeah, it used to be that it was not the one that
It wasn't
happened in.
the infamous
It
meatball
wasn't the
cooker of the
infamous one,
80s.
but it was
One
a
of many meatball
spin-off.
cookers. Okay.
Spin-off
It was an
meatball
off-brand
cooker.
crockpot.
Good thing that thing doesn't work anymore.
It's true.
And you get the sense one of the prophets probably worked on it, and that's why.
Because I
It's
think we're
there.
16 now, and that is the age where the other one started working. So that would
Yeah.
have been a disaster.
I think you're. Oh no, I'm 16. Yeah.
Hey, well, we should
Okay.
probably get home before it's dark because Rudy doesn't have a headlight anymore.
That's true. But now this is stealth mode, Rudy. Alex will
yeah.
never be able to find us.
Stealth
That
mode,
is
Rudy.
true. Okay. Well, we need to get a cassette player. We could drop by the arcade. I bet Johan's got a
There's
couple
probably
lying
one at
around.
Party City too if he doesn't have one.
Mm.
Yeah, Party City's got everything. So
Goddamn Party City is turning into Walmart. Swedish Party City is
Swedish.
just Walmart. Festland.
Well, we can try
Um,
Party City first.
Okay, we'll try Party City first.
aren't you
Okay.
banned from Party City?
That was a while ago. They probably don't remember.
Roll a d6. They have not forgotten you. They do
Oh my
remember.
goodness, that's some inverting of that question if I've ever heard of it.
I think somebody told me to do that.
That's fine. They didn't ban you, Lucas.
I don't want to buy a cassette player when we could just borrow one from Johan.
I need one anyway. Lucas.
Yeah, we have to get a headlight in there too.
Infamous auto supply store.
Yeah, they have a party in your vehicle section.
Which comes with headlights.
You can get different themed headlights for different seasons, you know, the
Oh,
Easter
nice.
and the Halloween.
Maybe buy just a normal flashlight while you're in there as well.
I still don't have a flashlight. Okay, somebody roll a
We
move.
do, we just don't bring them.
To get to Party City? No problem.
On second thought, maybe we don't. Maybe we just stay here forever.
Losing Vibe has really been a hard blow. Little did we know Vibe was the
Aw.
master behind all of Mick's moves.
Well, now the problem is I can't see where I'm going.
Yeah, it's hard.
Are you not re-rolling that move?
Should I?
You're going home to where your dad lives, so you should.
Okay, I'm gonna be exhausted.
Okay. No.
Why?
Tell me how this plays out, please.
Wow.
Okay, so we get on Rudy. And we're going. Ooh, can I give myself my own consequence, Sarah? I'm gonna do it. And we're going, and it starts getting
Look
dark.
at this.
and
I have no power.
don't have a headlight. And I don't have an owl. And my friends don't know where Party City is, and I don't really know where Party City is. So all I need to do is pull over and get something out of my bag, and then I can rig up Rudy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
This only makes sense.
So we pull over, and I do that.
Your toolbox is in the satchel that has
Yeah.
the bag.
Of course it is.
Yeah, okay, great. You rifle through that wet toolbox
Yikes.
and nothing happens.
Ooh.
For now.
Ooh.
Mm, mm.
And what were you getting from that bag? That was gonna fix all your problems.
I'm getting my wrench. I'm just gonna wrench down some stuff angrily.
Okay.
Mm.
Are you going to try and re-roll move, or would you allow anybody else to drive Rudy to get you to where you need
I think
to go?
somebody needs to give me directions. Maybe I don't know actually where I'm going either.
Okay. So like a lead situation.
I mean, or comprehend maybe? Don't we have a map?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Blunkin gave us a map with secret lab, Party City are the 2 points of interest on it.
Yeah, you realize, I mean, somebody can roll comprehend and like take the time to like really look at this map. Like you thought you knew where Party City was in relation to these like weird backwoods roads, but you're quickly realizing that, oh no, like that the highways are different colors than like
Mm.
the byways, and you just totally were misreading things. So if somebody wanted to roll comprehend,
What's your comprehend, Lucas?
My comprehend? Sitting at a pretty 3.
Okay, I'll comprehend.
I could move us the slow way.
Whoa!
Just
Stop
do
it!
that, Abby.
What are you doing?
all right, well,
Are you guys glad we're not playing Burning Wheel tonight? Because you would be dead.
truly, truly. You
Okay.
comprehend.
This is what happens, Sarah, if you'll allow me to spend 3 of my successes for narrative effect.
Sure, I have no control here. Go for
Perfect.
it.
Okay. I just start pointing in a direction. I'm like, we have to go in that direction. And then you look back and my eyes are closed and I'm just pointing like a compass toward Party City.
You're
And it
like,
helps
I
us
sense
navigate.
a unique brand of rage
Yes.
that is indicative of a Party City employee. We know you had a very
Mhm.
unique aura. You can hone in
Yes.
on.
Yes, I can see that orb from miles away.
Okay,
And
great.
by
I
see, I
won't.
mean close my eyes and look.
I
Or
won't
point.
make you roll again for move, Abby. We'll just say that stunning success fixed it all, and you have the contact with water consequence,
Perfect.
which will unfold in a great
We
great
can't let
way.
you put creepy black water and not interact with it. So
It's true.
Yeah.
It's so true. You arrive, like you pull out, like you think you're going no. You're like, this is absolute nuts. These directions can't be right. And you like come to the back of Party City and you're like, we're here. You like come out of the woods and you're like, this is Party City.
Wow.
You drive around and you're there. What do you do now? What do you do when you roll up?
I'm gonna stop in the parking lot, and I'm gonna turn around to Lucas. I'm gonna Lucas, go fucking buy a cassette player.
Oh, a what?
A cassette player, and then we can listen to the cassettes, and also I can install it in Rudy, and we can get some jams.
Okay. Don't you need a light too?
Do you think they sell a light at Party City? I mean, if they have one, yes, I would love one.
You told me they had lights at Party City.
Like a full-on headlight situation? I don't know.
I don't know. It's not. I don't know where you buy things for cars.
Just pick something out, and we'll see if it
Ooh,
works.
get a disco ball and that can be Rudy's headlight.
Exciting. Okay, Lucas will go
Just
inside.
put the flashlight as the headlight. Okay.
Don't be
He will
ridiculous.
try to find a cassette
Welcome to Party City.
player. Hi.
Here we
Do you guys have
party
a
every
cassette
day.
player? Okay. I need a party with a cassette player, please.
You see those disco balls over there? Because you'll find cassette players there, along with
And disco balls.
all
Okay.
your dance party needs.
Cool. Thanks. Lucas will go get a cassette player and a disco ball as requested.
He passes the flashlights and he says, "No, they said disco ball. I will not procure a flashlight.
I'm a dumb jock. I don't know what to tell you.
This is a
I'm only
test.
here for big muscles.
Only here for hockey and big muscles." Okay, great. You check out, no problem. Apathetic. Party City Man is as apathetic as ever.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Lucas comes back out whistling. He goes, "Okay, I got us a cassette player and I got us a disco ball.
Nice.
Exactly what we needed."
Yeah.
I
While
still
he
think
was
we should
in
go to
there,
the arcade.
I mean,
Who?
we have to listen to these.
Yeah, let's listen to him at the arcade.
Um,
That's like our hangout spot.
can I tell like are these labeled at all? Like, can I tell whose recordings they are of the 3 of them? Or well, we have to listen to them to find out.
You can tell that they're dated.
Hmm.
And it's a mix of them,
Okay.
like all
Oh,
3 of them.
okay.
So it's like there's no real pattern. It's like just whoever wanted to record notes that day, you guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can go to the arcade. Use like the back room.
Yeah, or whatever. I doubt anyone's gonna be spying out on us in an arcade. We should probably try and avoid Alex though. So hopefully he's
Yeah.
not at your place, mate.
Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't do anything with your dad around.
Probably not, except now he has the creepy black veins.
He
I'm
may
sure that
also have recently suffered major talon-related injuries to his face.
I mean, let's hope.
If only. Okay, we'll take a quick 10-minute break, or we go hang out at the arcade and do other fun
Cool.
and only do fun things where only good things happen.
And no one rolls d6s for mysterious reasons.
Yes, 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 yes. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. Hi, I'm Sarah, GM, who only has good intentions and is pure at heart. Um, I only want the best for my players, and nothing bad ever happens. We are currently en route to where?
The
Jonas?
arcade.
The arcade. Okay. Cool,
Our
cool, cool.
hangout, Sarah, where we always hang out.
You
Our
always hang
hangout.
out. I mean, Sunshine
Not
Jackson's
mix
internship
shit.
really put a damper on hanging out at the
Yeah.
arcade. So I think now that you don't have to do that anymore. Okay, you
Really,
don't.
our arcade in the other dimension was our hangout. Who knows where it is in this
True.
dimension?
Oh, that's true.
Roll a d6? No.
No, you can't make me.
See, this is the thing. Logan complains about the rolling this in d6, but he's always the one that brings up questions. He's like, we don't know where it is. And I'm like, roll a d6. So he does it. He can't help
He
himself every
Brings it
time.
upon himself.
Yeah. You don't have to roll to get to the arcade. So you roll up just fine. It in this dimension, it is where it has always been, emanating the familiar smells of pizza that has been under heat lamps for slightly longer than necessary, and deep fried foods.
Of course. It's like coming home.
It's like coming home. You see Johan. He's like, "Hey guys,
Hey, Johan.
Hey,
Oh, hey, Johan.
man, that sleepover was killer."
Glad
Yeah.
you liked it. It was highly traumatic for the rest of us.
literally killer, depending on how you look at
Yeah.
it.
Ooh.
Literally killer, yeah.
We're gonna use the back room.
Yeah, anyway,
so,
see you later.
See ya.
Okay, pizza's on me.
Thanks. Lucas grabs a whole pizza. Of course, it's already like 4 hours old. so-
Yeah, it is a little crispy in places it's not supposed to be.
Doesn't
Take
matter.
a
I'm a
slice,
hungry
scrape
16-year-old.
that cheese off. Eat
You
this
just
Not
soggy bread.
vegan.
that is vegan if you scrape the cheese off.
It's been
Um,
infused with cheese oils at this point.
What does the back room look like?
I
Since
think
this
it's
is
like
your
a-
hangout.
Just
I
a
think it's
room.
like a joint room. It's like a quasi office that's half separated from like a little break room area. Kind of with a table and some chairs. It's also like a meeting room if there were ever to be any sort of important meetings happening.
I'm assuming table and chairs in this instance is like folding table and like
Mhm.
folding chairs. Like they're
There's
not.
probably an old couch back there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
old couch.
Yeah, something like that. It's like a counter. Maybe there's some drawers, like some small
Just empty
furniture.
drawers.
Drawers.
No, I think it's got stuff.
Yeah,
in
there's
it.
probably like maybe like a broken machine too in there that like broke. And
Yeah,
no one has come to fix
coffee
it.
machine, something. Who knows?
Cool. Okay, y'all are in. What you up to?
We should probably listen to these in chronological order, else we will not know what is happening at the end.
50 tapes is a lot of tapes.
Maybe they're very short.
Scientists infamously sort of unwilling to
Brief.
talk about their
Yeah.
experiments. Yeah, brief.
Do
brief
any
about
of
their
them
scientific
look
discoveries.
different than the rest? Like, instead of just being a date, it has like a small note or like it, I don't know, like a couple exclamation marks on it or like a star or anything to make any of them seem different, special. Okay, perfect. Asking them to have a little bit of personality and they say,
So,
no,
yeah.
here's a date. Okay.
This is a job.
Elizabeth have a personality? No.
Okay, so how about we listen to the first one, then we listen to the last one, and then we go back to the
we work our
second
way
and
through
work
the middle.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Great. They're all dated. I would say there's probably a week's worth on like one tape. You know.
Okay, let's listen on double speed.
We're we're like fast forwarding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, get to the
Getting
good
every
stuff.
other
Get to
word.
the good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
You hear at her festival. And breakthrough.
Perfect.
But you get the gist that what these tapes are they there's like maybe a little bit before they moved into this lab. So, like they talk about, oh, we're moving into the new lab today. Um, Yada yada, seems great. It's different, like this is different. And then you hear, basically it's the meeting minutes of like their day, of like what they did that day. Um, and like the different experiments they were working on. So you hear, Yarnik talk about the different diseases and immunology things that he's making. You hear about the different things that PF Liv is working on with
A machine
emotions.
fetus.
Natasha Lintov or PF Liv, who it's just so easy to say
Her
PF Liv.
weird rabbit hybrids,
Yeah,
rabbit
Oh,
tank
her.
hybrids.
You hear about her like little different biology experiments, and you hear about Elizabeth and her experiments, and she's definitely into like the timey-wimey things of the world, and um, understanding how all that works. But you can tell, like, you hear them talk their whole talk about, oh, like we're doing this for the good of the people, like we're helping humanity from themselves, yada 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 yada. So yeah, you get the sense that each of these tapes are going to be like meeting minutes of their day, because there's like an A side and a B side of the cassette tape, and so you have, the first 3 days, and then the last two are on the other side. um
This is so much content.
Yeah,
yeah.
wow. Maybe we should have got 3 players and we could have.
Wow, wow, wow. And yeah, so it goes through all of their time. You're assuming if they're all the same, that it would go through all of their time recording, you know, summary level details of like what they're researching and what they're interested in. Um yeah, so that's the first tape, and you just get the sense that like they're excited, and it's like what they're
And now we listen to the last one. It's like everything has gone wrong. The phantom came alive and is eating people.
um so
Pessimists come alive, and it says his name is Michael.
It says I am a Swedish teenage boy. What could it mean?
none of it says that. um no, you get the sense that like the last one, they have made, they've all made things that are entirely successful. Like they were a little down on their luck. Like they hadn't made any breakthroughs. They weren't really recognized at the loop in the beginning. You could sense that they hadn't really impressed people. And by the end, they are looking, they've created things, and it's all like, oh my gosh, it's working. Like my biggest dreams have come true. Like this will change everything. I'm so excited. Yada yada yada. But when you look at the dates of the last tape, you see that it is a week before the Hephaestum disappears. So that last tape is not there. The last tape of data sheets is missing
Wait, how do we know the week the Hephaestum disappeared?
Because
Because we know when
because
the raid was.
yeah, and it was
Mm,
supposed to be there and then it wasn't.
correct. So like
okay.
Marie probably could have told you specifically, and also the article came out and there was a raid. So if not like the exact day, like this is the week. Like the article came out this time, and then like the next 2 days, the police, were raiding. So that the tape of that week is gone. And
Is
it
there like an
occurs.
empty case? Like we know that it exists?
You know that it exists. It's an empty case, and it occurs to you there was no tape recorder in the place. Somebody probably. It's probably still in the tape recorder.
Oh.
That it was being recorded on.
Not there. It's not like we could go back and get it.
No, it's
Okay.
not like you could go back, but like it's probably where the tape, wherever the tape recorder is.
And the police didn't take anything, right? They said it was totally empty when they got there.
Yeah, and that
Okay.
panel like was really hard to find. Like you had to be led by the spirits, and wrench it open to get in there. So it's doesn't mean nobody has been. Doesn't mean like it's impossible. It's just doubtful that the police went there.
Okay.
How many months
Would
or years?
Elizabeth have it then?
Oh, I guess each one is a week, so it's like a year of data. How many weeks into your new relationship with your bestie science friends do you have to get matching glowing tattoos, do you think?
All of these people are insane, so probably day one.
No, I would say like week. I would say like 3 months in.
3 months in? That seems
Yeah.
right.
Once they're like fully invested in going crazy.
You want to like find the tape of when they got tattoos? Is that
Yeah.
what you're thinking? Can I comprehend and like go through these tapes and do like, okay, they didn't talk about it in the first 30 seconds, so the next tape and like comprehend through them all to see if we can figure out anything about these tattoos?
Sure, yeah, you can.
Did the others have tattoos?
I'm
Well,
just assuming.
Because it was a
the
number one, they're
hazmat
assuming
suits
there are
enabled
more.
1, 2, and 3. Like the question who 4 is.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to lead me? If it's a good idea. Or do you want me to lead you? I just think I'm better at comprehending than you.
Then me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can try to lead you. No
How many-
problem.
Okay, wait.
No
Now
problem. It is a good idea.
No problem.
Success!
Oh my god!
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god. Success.
Love it.
No, you've taken all of my luck. Just kidding.
Okie dokie, Smokey.
Look at that! Wait, look at that roll. Actual
Yeah.
Oh my
distribution.
A lot of
God.
ones.
That was a lot of ones.
If I rolled
Okay,
that in
tell me
Birdie
how
Wheel, I
this-
would be so mad.
How does this lead and how does this comprehend play out?
Well, I'm just gonna suggest this idea. I'm gonna be like, what if we find when they got bestie tattoos, and then we can figure out why they glow ominously, and then we can figure out if we need to escape Elizabeth out of the bunker.
That is a good idea. And I think that we do this like siblings. I don't know if this is a thing. This is what me and my siblings did when we were growing up and trying to decide a movie. One of us would pick 3 movies and then the other
Oh,
one would
yeah,
pick
yeah.
one of those 3. So I'll just pick up 3 tapes at random and say, okay, pick one of these.
That one.
And then that just happens to be the one with this information on it. It was like it's either 3
Great.
months, 6 months, or 9 months, but everything happens in intervals of 3
Mm-hmm.
Great.
months.
You pick the right one. You fast forward a little bit, till you hear, and you get a sense that like knowing who would be responsible, it's kind of mostly in Natasha Lintop's skill set. So like you are not looking for anybody else to be talking, like Elizabeth, whatever time, whatever. You are listening for Natasha. And you get to Natasha,
Live.
live, PF live. And she talks and she's like, I've found the best way to use this new sentient material, and we are all going to be connected.
Crazy talk.
Okay. Wow, a lot happened between them starting their new jobs and now they are permanently sentiently connected.
She's like, we can always communicate with each other. It's perfect.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
I never have to be
Hmm.
apart from them. No one else understands our mission as much as my other prophets. And she's like, I've harnessed the bioluminescence of certain species and I've connected with the different hive minds. And I've created the perfect biological communication device.
I think I just hit pause and then look at the other two.
She's probably
Okay.
definitely still trapped in that bunker, right?
She's 100% still in that bunker, right?
We just left her like yesterday, didn't we?
I mean, Yarnik wouldn't get her out. He was terrified of them.
We told Louise, and I set up that security camera, and we said, watch this, and fucking shoot anybody who opens his bunker. So
Yeah, you're not wrong. Also, what if we got tattoos that let us talk to each other? That'd be kind
that'd
of
be
cool.
pretty cool.
Somebody might already be getting a tattoo she doesn't know about. We'll find out. Yeah, so you hear more of that. And she's like, she says what you expect. Like,
Does it sound like they can like speak to each other, or they can just like? Is it like they touch it and everyone else feels it, or is it like hello, how are you doing? You can hear my exact words.
No, you get a sense that in the line of like machine fetus, but like she had much better equipment.
A la machine fetus.
Which,
A
as you
sentence
remember,
I never wanted to hear.
as you remember, operated off of empathy. This is not so much direct thought as like,
Feeling.
like come get me right now.
Okay, well that's
But
good because
it is like empathetic, directive,
Okay. So they'd at
and
least have to play like mental charades to say I'm in a bunker at Louise Tenenbaum's and she has a gun.
yeah, it would
Yeah.
take a lot.
yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. But like you said, I don't think that I still can't decide if they're working together or if they split up. Do you think they blame each other for the Hephaestum leaving?
Probably.
Ooh, what if we could use that to drive a wedge between them? So that wedge has probably already been driven there.
I mean, I feel like Yarnik actually regrets what he did and would have to be coerced to do stuff again.
Do you not
But
remember him poisoning the school with the ugliness?
he was. Do you not remember he had been threatened to use it?
I honestly do not remember.
Yeah, he had been.
He was blackmailed. Anyways, PF Liv though.
Just to refresh,
She can't be trusted.
just to refresh everyone, Principal Yarnik never intended the ugliness to be bad. He thought he was going to strengthen people's immune systems. Then and the Crafticor was funding it, and then it went awry, and he wanted to fix it, and Crafticor wouldn't let him, and wanted to accelerate the ugliness. So yes, from what you know, he seems like he regrets the ugliness experiment, and he just seems like a whelmed man, which is probably why he ran off to Denmark.
And then ran
But
off
he's
from
missing
Denmark,
now.
yeah.
Like who knows? All we know is he's easily threatened. What if Elizabeth has threatened him to get back on her side?
mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. When we can jump through dimensions.
Not anymore. We broke her machine.
That's what you think.
Okay. So
So yeah, so you have these tapes.
Yes, we
can-
do.
You have them.
yes,
You can
we
listen to
do.
them.
I
But
mean,
it
I
is
think we should go through
gonna take
all
some
of them.
time.
Mhm. We should listen to all of them. It is the weekend, but
We
we
should
didn't
listen
study
to
for
all
our
of them.
mathalon.
What? We don't need to study for a mathalon.
I don't think studying is gonna help me very much, so
Why don't we go to Louise's, camp out, and listen to these?
why would we go to
Ooh,
Louise's? I
and
don't want to
camp
get on the
out.
road again.
But that way we're there if the two other people show up, and then we can be like
Mhm.
And
Yarnik.
we're gonna stop them?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
guilt Yarnik into not being guilted by Elizabeth.
Didn't we
Mhm.
give Louise doesn't she have her phone number or something? Can she call us? Do we have her phone number? Can we call her?
I'm sure she has a phone. I don't think we give her explicit instructions to call us.
I feel like I thought we did. Or maybe we talked about it and then never set it up.
I mean, I
We
think
should
you guys
call
were gonna
her.
like check in.
Yeah, we were gonna check
You
in.
have called her before.
We should call her.
Sure.
Call me. You just want me to do my Louise Tenenbaum voice.
We need to make sure she hasn't been turned by Elizabeth already.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
They're
Who's
like,
good
hey,
at
what are you doing? She's like,
interrogating?
I'm constructing a ladder. What for? No reason.
I'm good at talking to people. Okay, I'll call her up. You guys listen to those tapes.
Yeah.
See if you can find anything else useful. Other than weird tattoo cult things again. Okay, I'm gonna go use the telephone that's in the break room.
Tell me when you ring.
I go beep bop boop bop beep bop bop. Bring 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 bring.
Nothing. Bring.
Bring 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 bring. I go, it could take her a while to get to the phone.
Nothing.
Bring bring.
And nobody picks up this phone.
You've reached the
Lucas is
voicemail of-
actually starting to go bring bring bring.
I don't know if she has a voicemail. I don't think she does.
She either has one and it's really rude, or she doesn't have one.
She doesn't have one.
Okay, Lucas is shaking a little bit, looking at the phone, and then he kind of hangs it up. All the blood has drained from his face. He walks back over to you guys and he's like, guys, no one picked up the phone.
Do you think she's asleep?
or
Pretty
dead.
late. Did
It's
you leave a
not that
voicemail?
late. She doesn't have a voicemail.
Oh.
What if Elizabeth escaped and killed her?
She probably did. This is why we should go
Yeah.
check it out.
I mean, all honestly, she's probably not in that bunker anymore.
Then she'll kill us.
No.
No.
Yes?
No.
Why? Okay. If Elizabeth thinks she's doing all this good to save humanity, why would she kill people? Maybe she's just put Louise in the bunker.
What if Louise has fallen down the bunker and she needs
Aw.
our help?
That's the same as killing her.
She's dead.
It was a 50 feet down.
Okay. Well, we should probably go check on her.
Hmm.
It's a bad idea to go at night, though.
Yes.
You just said it wasn't that late.
It's not that late to be in bed. That doesn't mean it's not dark outside.
Yeah, well, Elizabeth glows in the dark. She can't sneak up on us.
And anything else can?
One small part of her neck glows in the dark.
Yeah, she glows in the dark.
Well,
It's fine.
as they're gonna argue about whether we're going tonight or not, I guess I'll go install this disco ball.
Perfect. I'll say, okay, you think about it. I have to go make a phone call. I'm gonna go call Miss Margarita.
Oh my gosh, yes, I love Miss Margarita. Okay. You gotta bring me in.
Bring. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Beep boop pop up boop beep boop. Bring.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi, Miss Margarita. It's Birdie.
Oh, Birdie, I just knew you were gonna call.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about that little body problem, I figured you wanted to check up on it. Did tequila
What?
fix all your problems?
A body problem?
No, we did
Oh,
ask her to
don't-
get rid of dead bodies.
Oh,
Don't play
body.
coy,
Okay.
dear.
Oh, I thought you meant I thought you meant a problem with my body, and I was like, did we talk about the ugliness? I don't remember. Anyway, Miss Margarita, that's not why I called. We
Mhm,
actually, that might actually be why I called. We do have a body problem, but it's probably not here. So I was gonna see if you wanted to give us a ride, and then see if there was a body problem.
Of course. I used to do this in Mexico all the time.
Body did we have you get rid of? No, I asked you for help. Okay, yes, we did not give you a body. It's all coming back to me, Miss Margarita. Also,
Do we need snacks for the
yes, I
road
was gonna
trip?
say Lucas is really hungry, and he's been telling me that he really wants some tequila pound cake. And
Tequila pound cake?
he
I'll
was
drink
just
it
too
with a
shy to
straw?
ask you for it, and he really wants you to bring tequila as well.
Okay, yeah, tequila's with me always.
Yeah, I know
And-
your hand is always on its shoulder.
It's always holding a small chihuahua.
Anyway, we're at the
Okay.
arcade, and could you bring your headlights as well? Thank you.
She's like, sure thing. See you in
Okay.
5 minutes. And then you
Okay.
hear like boom, 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 boom. That's her.
What?
She left the phone on, and she turned on the car and drove away.
The car runs on tequila.
And she's like, oh, I'll bring my tequila jello. Yeah.
Oh,
mhm.
okay,
And
perfect.
yeah, it'll be great. And tequila sauteed spinach for vegetables. Got it. After all, Birdie's a vegan.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
Yeah, okay. And then you hear her start up her car, and it's surprisingly muscle car
Perfect.
kind of
Goodness,
sound.
Lucas. Miss Margarita's coming, and she's gonna give us a ride.
Why
Elizabeth,
is Miss Margarita coming?
because she has
Wait.
headlights.
You said that, and Miss Margarita, you hear her voice from the front of the.
She lives
You
right
hear-
next to the arcade.
And she's like, I'm happy to be
Birdie,
your
what
getaway
did you
driver
do?
anytime.
We're in
We
the back
needed a
room.
ride.
She's not allowed back here.
I'll go get her.
No. This is a sacred
Oh
place.
no, I'm out installing my disco ball. So as
Yep.
Miss Margarita pulls up, I'm like, oh, Miss Margarita, Birdie must have called you. They're in the back.
Oh, thanks, dear. Are you coming too?
Oh yeah, I'm just installing this disco ball on my
It
Vespa.
looks lovely.
Thank
Where'd
you.
you get that? Did you get that from Party City?
Oh yeah.
I just love it there. They know me by name. She like
Is that
sidles
where
her
you
way.
get your tequila?
Every day's a
It's
party
under
with
the
tequila,
table
darling. And she's hustling her way over with the pound cake and tequila. And
Okay.
she drops off a little something for Johan. And he's like, yeah. My favorite. And she's like, okay, guys, I'm here.
Uh,
Where are we going?
Miss Margarita, perfect. We need to go to Louise Tenenbaum's house. You probably don't know who that is, but we can tell you how to get there. Also, do you have a gun?
Oh, yes, dear. I have 2.
Oh,
They're both in the car.
perfect. Wow, this is problem solving. Okay, good. We might
This
need
is
both.
problem making.
Yeah, but we're also solving problems.
Wasn't she like in the mafia in
She was in the
Mexico or
Mexican drug
something?
cartels.
Oh, yeah.
She worked for them.
Yeah, she
Uh-huh.
worked as their
She
accountant
made bodies and
Accountant.
disposed of them.
and
Okay.
maybe getaway driver.
Perfect. Well, we need her to be our get-to driver.
Yeah,
Great.
anything
Okay.
else you wanna do before she fast and furiously drives you over to Louise Tenenbaum's house?
Um,
Gonna listen to the tapes in the
Are
car.
you leaving the tapes or are you taking the tapes?
Taking.
oh, we're taking the tapes. Probably not listening to them in the car. I'm sure we're
No.
listening to like, what does Miss Margarita like to listen to?
That's a good question.
This is a very deep question. What does Miss Margarita like to listen to? I think she likes to listen to Wham. You know, she's a little dated. She's not listening to like the latest 90s stuff. So she's like listening to "Oh, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go." Cheesy 80s music.
Ugh.
And then like maybe a few songs in Spanish as
Right.
reminiscent of her time years ago.
Perfect. That sounds great.
She's like, "So are you guys gonna tell me what we're doing? What do we need to expect? Are we coming in hot?"
Um, it depends. We don't know yet. We
I am Miss Margarita. I just want everyone to know. She is my spirit animal.
we're just gotta check on a bunker
Oh, okay.
and a woman in the bunker.
There might
But the
not be a
woman
woman in the
might
bunker.
not be in the
anymore.
bunker.
And the woman who's
An
supposed to be guarding the
ex-woman in the
bunker.
bunker.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
But the
well,
rules, you
that's
said you had 2 guns. The rules are woman, shoot. Woman in wheelchair, do not shoot.
Uh-huh.
all right.
Well,
Sounds
okay.
good. Yeah, I'll handle both the guns, dear. You got
Okay.
children shouldn't
You will
use
drive with your
guns.
knees and have both guns. Okay.
Yeah.
I imagine
the
she
rules.
has like 2 automatic rifles.
These aren't strictly legal, dear. I don't, you're
Okay.
too young to go to prison.
Okay, that's fair. I appreciate it, Miss Margarita. Now, I want to clarify woman shoot is not entirely true, but if you do see a naked woman with a glowing neck tattoo, shoot to wound.
Yeah.
Shoot to wound. All right, not shoot to kill. All right. Well, my eyesight's not as good as it used to be, but I will do my best. Don't you worry. I can still hit him.
Perfect. If you hear Lucas screaming, probably don't need to shoot. If you hear all 3 of us screaming, probably do shoot.
Great, great. All right. So anything else?
Nope, that's really covers it.
Y'all get there in record time.
I'm gonna
Wasn't it?
get some liquid courage jello in the back of the car.
Yeah, go easy on
Oh.
that. I use the strong stuff.
Yeah, I make Lucas sit up in the shotgun with her, and then immediately put her in bed.
You need the jello to settle your stomach because she is such a crazy driver that you're getting a little whiplash. But you pull up to Louise Tenenbaum's house.
Is it on fire?
No lights are on.
Oh God, she's
Classic.
either asleep or dead.
Do we see a green glow through one of the windows?
No ominous glowing at all.
Okay, Miss Margarita, is your car equipped for off-roading?
Was it off road or was it like?
The bunker is
Do you want her to
off-road.
drive to the bunker?
Yeah.
She's not going to be able to drive. It was like a
Okay.
little packed
Mm.
footpath in the forest, so she wouldn't. I mean, she could. She
Can
wouldn't
she
really
shine
be able.
her like headlights at it? Like, is
Yeah,
it that
she can do that.
far, or like would we be able to see the bunker from outside of the woods?
You could see the bunker from outside.
Oh,
the
okay.
woods.
Yeah,
It's
just wheel
she
around
can't.
and point your.
Yeah.
Point your
Okay, so
headlight.
she
Okay,
does
now.
that.
What's the under over on that bunker lid being open?
It's open.
We did tag out lockout. It
Yeah,
should
we
still be
did
closed.
log out tag.
Y'all are
Okay.
so cute.
I bet it's probably closed.
No.
I'm bracing emotionally for the horror scene that will be that bunker just being open, illuminated by headlights through the woods.
We see a woman crawling out of the bunker, her eyes glowing in the
Oh
headlights.
god.
Oh no. It's just you turn the headlights and you see that it has been ripped open.
I start screaming.
Miss Margarita clicks her guns.
I start screaming
Safety off.
because Mick's screaming.
Oh god. Was it a metal bunker door?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh god. Uh-oh. How did she get up here? Oh no.
Oh no.
Miss Margarita, we're on high
Do
alert.
you get out of the car?
No.
What?
Oh. Oh.
Wait, we have to find Louise though.
We do.
We have to find Louise.
Car.
Oh my god.
Louise is gone.
Miss Margarita is getting
She's
out
in
of the
another
car.
dimension by
Okay,
now.
Miss Margarita can't get out of the car. No, we need to
Oh,
go
it'll be
find the
fine.
tapes to find what happened to the
It'll
bunker door.
It'll be fine, guys.
Oh, we
Come
do.
on, don't be scared.
Miss Margarita.
She's like, these two have never let me down.
My god. Okay.
Here, have another Jello shot.
Lucas grabs the tequila pound cake and takes a big sip from that straw.
We gotta go get those tapes.
Yeah, they're
Here
in the
goes.
house.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
well, let's go. Let's go. Oh, wait,
Okay,
Lucas is drunk.
I'm gonna
Lucas, go get those
What?
tapes. Go get those
I'm
tapes.
gonna stealth into the house and I'm gonna get those tapes
Yeah.
and then we're leaving.
You do that shit.
Yeah. Also, see if Louise is in there.
What about Louise?
See if
She
she's in
is
there.
either dead or alive.
Yeah?
And I have nothing to say about that. If she's alive, she's gonna stay alive. If she's already dead, I don't want to find her.
Ooh, wait, okay. Does Miss Margarita have a car phone?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
That would make her too identifiable in her getaway vehicle with her
Mm,
illegal
yeah.
guns,
Okay.
while also
Is she just like
serving
walking around the woods at the moment?
while serving alcohol in a moving vehicle. She is. She's. I mean, she's not going too far, but she's like
Okay.
looking at the bunker, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, something crazy happened here."
Okay, go Griffin, go get those tapes.
Okay, how about you lead me?
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll lead you. Um,
Every time you say "Go Griffins," Lucas is
Oh,
throwing back another
no!
shot of tequila
now
Jello.
is my time to shine. Ooh, okay, yeah, well, we rolled that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
okay,
Oh.
we're good, we're good. Oh, is
You
that the
want
right?
me to
That is
use-
right.
All 6, or do you want me to use
Uh,
4 or 3?
I
If
think
a
you
problem
should
arises,
have
2
them
dice are
all.
not gonna save us.
You should have them all, but you need to. I don't know. I guess you need to get
I'm gonna
in,
use
find where the
3
tapes
to
are.
sneak in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're gonna have to do some mechanical things to get these tapes.
What? No.
Maybe you should take
Do you know
Mick.
what? Do you know how I handle mechanical affairs? So, do you
I do.
remember
You take
You
the
pick-
whole
infamous
thing.
server situation?
You're-
You got a
you're-
success, you could sneak with Mick.
Yeah, you could take somebody else if you wanted.
I could. Or I could find something unexpected or more of what I'm looking for.
Oh god,
That's
that's
good.
way more funner.
Yeah.
That is way more fun.
All right, what do you want?
choose that
Unexpected
one.
or more of what you're looking for?
Unexpected,
You're looking for the tapes.
obviously.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for
Tell
the
me how you're
tapes.
sneaking with Griffin power.
I am. How am I sneaking with Griffin power? I think Lucas is pretending this is a hockey game, and he's like practicing. He's like light on his feet. Yeah, he's like kind of using skating techniques. He's trying to like be really sneaky, jump from like point to point, avoiding certain like eye sight lines. He's like imagining the opposing team is like behind the windows or whatever, and like he's using the bodies of his teammates to try and like duck and weave in between stuff. Um, I'm assuming the door's open because none of us tried it.
Yeah. Sure, the door's open. You kick it open even
Maybe
more.
I don't kick it open considering I'm sneaking, but
You ease it open with your foot. um,
there we go.
and
With my hockey
you
stick.
remember the whole camera situation, and you know that like it was where Louise could sit and watch easily, so you know where it is and go upstairs. And you see that Louise has been is like slumped over out of her chair, unconscious.
Do I know she's unconscious? I see her breathing.
Yes.
Okay. Isn't the only way up to the second floor an elevator?
No, I think there's stairs.
Okay.
She
take
has
the
a service
stairs.
elevator. Um, and you see like her little security station, essentially her home security station. um, and with that, you know, there's the different monitors for the different cameras. And when you're looking at it, you see that the camera that was set up by the bunker is just static now. There's like nothing running on
Oh.
the feeds.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean that the tape isn't good. It's just the camera is no longer operational. Um, and so you see all the tapes before you, um, and you manage to get, you know, figure out which tape goes to which monitor, and you pull it, get get the tapes you need, the tape you need
Okay.
for that camera.
Should I just take all the tapes? I think.
Sure. I mean, why not? We can add it to our tape collection.
So they're just gonna have a multimedia system going on. The back room of the arcade's just gonna be like constantly playing things.
It's gonna
Um,
be like our spy zone.
Spy
Mm,
Zone hideout. Okay, so you want to take all the tapes. She's
Yeah.
probably not keeping like she's probably not keeping every single tape. She probably reuses them, like re-records after
Yeah, I just
a
mean anything
month.
that's recorded like the last 2 days. We have not been gone long.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You take all of those tapes. Let's say she's got 4 monitors, so 4 tapes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Great. 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 And you see that Louise is good, but you also just see like that there is like a metal part by her that seems like it's out of place. It's not
I
related to
mean,
anything.
yeah, metal pipe. Sure.
Part, not pipe.
Part. Oh.
Part. Like a piece of mechanical equipment.
Oh.
Or got
And it's
scraped
not
off. Yeah.
connected to anything?
No.
That doesn't mean much to Lucas or to Sean, unfortunately.
bring it.
Want me to
That's
grab
your
it?
unexpected. That's your
Mm.
unexpected
Oh,
thing.
okay. Sure, I'll grab it. I'll be like, Mick, maybe Mick can understand this. And I'll scoop it up real quick.
Treat.
And then I'm gonna vominos out of there.
You're leaving Louise. Are you gonna put her back in her wheelchair?
How far away from the wheelchair is she?
She's been like knocked out of it.
This
Woman in
woman
her chair.
can probably get in her own chair.
No judgment. You don't have to. Just was curious.
Um. Yes, Lucas will put her in her chair and check to make sure she's like actually not bleeding out and dying.
We are responsible for what happened to her.
She is a grown woman. If she can't defend herself, she shouldn't have agreed to this.
Yeah, and you notice the gun is gone.
Oh, of course.
Her shotgun. But yeah, she's totally fine. Somebody just like managed to knock her out stone cold.
Okay. Well, she will be okay. Because I doubt they're using this as a hideout. Okay, I leave quickly.
Okay, I'll say your sneak lets you go back just as easily as you came.
Outside, we're like, Miss Margarita, get back in the car. Get back in here.
Lucas is like, go, go.
And she's like,
Get the
"Oh my
car
gosh, you know,
started."
something big came through here. Look at these tracks, man."
Tracks?
Like car tracks?
Rex.
Or like foot tracks?
You'll have to get out and see.
I'll get out of this car.
Lucas gets to the car.
I'm gonna. Okay, right as you get here, I get out of the car.
What are you doing? Get back in the car. I have the tapes.
I need to go investigate this bunker. Because Miss Margarita won't leave until we get.
We can drive up without her. She has 2 guns.
Okay, I go.
You
Okay.
piqued
Miss
her
Margarita.
curiosity.
You guard my 6. I'm gonna go up to this bunker.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Okay, I'm gonna
There's
go
nobody in there.
How do you know that? Have you gone up to it? Oh, okay. Well, good. You keep an ocular perimeter. I'm gonna go investigate what the hell you mean by something big came through here, because you won't tell us, apparently. I would like
She's like,
to
"It's not that I
investigate."
won't tell you, I just don't know.
Oh, okay.
Never
That's
seen
fine.
anything like that before."
Okay. Sure. That's fine. I will investigate. And it will go well. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Indeedy.
Okay, we got some questions.
Is it illegal?
Chiefly, what has happened here? No,
Ooh.
chiefly, what threat can I perceive here first, and then what has happened here?
The threat is that like whatever was here was what was the threat and what has happened here were the chief 2 questions.
Yes, and then
There is
based on
no
the answers, I'll ask another one.
There is no current threat
Oh,
besides the
okay.
fact that somebody with large machinery has helped Elizabeth escape.
Okay, so the door wasn't like
Busted out by
Alex
Elizabeth.
She didn't like
glowing eyes like push off the
No,
bunker door.
no.
Okay,
So
it looks like heavy machinery has been backed up
heavy
into here
machinery of some kind.
with tracks, or is it like a mechanical dinosaurs running around?
You like Miss Margarita said, it is not like bobcat treads. It's not like the treads of a tank or anything. Like it's
Okay.
not necessarily recognizable in the sense that you're
Hmm.
like, oh, somebody just got a crane and pulled it off or whatever. But
Could have just opened it. It wasn't that secure.
why do that when you can do this instead? um, it looks similar to those bipedal robots you saw in the apocalypse world.
What?
We didn't see those.
Yeah, you didn't see those, but you get a flash of that intuition as though
As though Elizabeth has constructed these bipedal robots, or maybe she pulled them here from. We broke her machine.
You know about things like this, not because you lived many lives in many worlds, but because when you were at the comic book store with Ingmarie Blanken, you
Mhm.
saw like models of different tabletop RPGs, and you
Mhm.
saw these kind of walker robots, or kind of like in Star Wars where
Mhm.
they have walker robots, and
Perfect.
they have big, and you're assuming they have big claw arms that just ripped through the
Yeah,
metal and opened the top.
We
perfect.
broke the ladder.
You don't
The
think there's
robot just
That
somebody
was an
reached out.
insurmountable obstacle.
as you're looking as you're looking at these tracks, you notice there's also human footprints. It is not just one
Oh,
robot.
good. Okay.
Human footprints coming towards or leaving? Or both?
On the robot? Like,
hmm. Are there any wheelchair marks?
no.
Okay, good. Okay, I got 2 more questions. Is anything hidden here, and where is it? Is Elizabeth just like behind a tree over there? Okay.
Nothing's hidden here.
Last question. What does it mean cosmically?
Emotionally.
Emotionally. Um, I guess it means that Elizabeth has more resources than you first thought. You thought she was just some crazy lady coming out of time,
We were not
like
wrong.
she was getting here for the first time, like had no foundation. But this seems like there are people on her side and she got resources at her disposal.
So do we, Miss Margarita. So do we.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'll get back in the car. Bad news, good news. Probably not around here because bad news. She's probably the pinnacle of a giant organization that she can mobilize the resources to work for her. So that's probably bad news. There was giant walker robots are what broke her out of here. I don't think we can combat anything of that caliber. So maybe we just say you get it, the Festum. It's on. You get it. You bested us
Giant walker robots
with claws. Yeah.
with claws?
Uh huh.
But where did she get them?
I mean, she's from this world, right? So she probably hid robots.
No, she's from our world.
Yeah, but this world had an Elizabeth who was probably just as paranoid as her. I don't know.
Maybe.
Either she pulled the robot through a planar portal, which is the worst option because then she could just keep doing that, or she had one robot here waiting for her. Best option.
I mean, we can handle robots.
Yeah.
We handled an entire organization. We bamboozled all of Sunshine Jackson.
And there are multiple.
Mhm.
We still don't know what that was about.
We bamboozled every single Sunshine Jackson. Every single one of them.
So now good news that I just thought of. This thing was really heavy. We can probably just follow it.
Yeah.
Do we want to follow it? We need to see these tapes.
We do need to see these tapes.
Mm,
Can we not just watch them inside?
yeah, now we can probably go back inside and watch them.
I mean, we could, I guess, if we think it's safe.
Also, what's that thing that you have you're holding right now?
Oh, I don't know. I just grabbed it because it was shiny. Anyways,
Oh,
this is for you, Mick.
Thanks. What is this? Metal part?
Mysterious metal part? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You think that's what did they throw this at Louise and that's what hit her out of her chair?
She
How
was
big is
hit.
it?
I would say not not massive, or else Lucas would have been lugging it. I would say it's probably like phone sized,
Okay.
iPhone sized. You don't know what that is in the 90s, but for your modern brain.
Well, let's go inside and watch these tapes.
Yeah, I want to see what these claw walker robots look like.
Okay.
I mean, the worst thing we could see would be them coming into the house to hide on the tape. That would be really spooky.
That would be the worst thing.
Do we want Miss Margarita with us or guarding the
I
car?
think she's earned the right to guard us. She can do whatever she wants.
She's like, I haven't gotten to shoot anything.
Okay, well, let's watch these tapes and then we'll see what you can shoot.
All right, fine. It's the
Okay,
my days
so
of
we
high
go
drama.
back inside. Turn on some of the lights.
Okay. Louise is still out cold. And you can easily figure out how to play back the tapes.
What? What
I
are we
would hope.
seeing?
Should we start with the
Yeah, where are you starting?
bunker one?
Bunker one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100% bunker one.
You see a massive walker robot, like straight out of a sci-fi book or Star Wars.
Does it get shot? Do we see a bullet hit this thing?
No.
Somebody was slacking.
Louise realized that she couldn't pierce this machine's hull with
Well,
just
she
her
did
There's
neck.
try.
also no blown out window in the
Oh my god, she didn't even
the home.
shoot.
She didn't even shoot. So you see, and then you see somebody hop out of the robot.
Do we
Do
recognize
they look
him?
familiar?
Oh, they do. Guesses on who it is.
Yeah,
I bet it's Liv.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Liv.
PF Liv be hopping out of that robot.
Yeah.
And
We
as she
should've killed her
turns,
when we had a
her
chance.
hair is up, and you see two glowing in the dark on the back of her neck.
There's some
and
high quality
she
security cameras.
it's glowing, so you really can see it. And she takes a look around and she sees the camera and she shoots it. So the camera goes.
He has a
black.
gun?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has a gun, apparently. Except us.
Except for us.
You're minors.
Miss Margarita.
Has been giving us alcohol.
Oh, that's different, dear.
So we can kill ourselves, but we can't kill others.
So that's what you
Okay.
see on that tape.
Great. What did we see on the other
Okay,
tapes?
yeah, I guess we try to go through the home security tapes to see if we can piece together exactly what happened.
And you see a robot essentially sneak up on Louise's house. Like she probably has it on her front door or whatever. And that robot just does something to the lock. The door was
Like a
open when you
small
got
robot?
there. Like a human-sized robot. Like
Okay.
fairly, like if you just couldn't see anything but its silhouette, you would be like, oh, it's a droid, kind of a thing. A robot sneaks in and basically runs into the house, and that's all you see. You see them breaking the lock, run into the house, and you assume it's that robot that knocked out Louise Tenenbaum,
Hmm.
probably before the other Elizabeth was broken out. Like, you notice, you see the timestamps and the
Hmm.
glowing green of like, oh, it was 7:45 p.m. instead of 8 when Natasha breaks out Elizabeth. And they
Okay,
take, they take the gun with them.
that's fine. I guess at least we didn't kill her. Okay. Well, great. PF Live back in action. Um, so I guess we have two options. We could follow these tracks and find them. Or we could say screw them and then we just try to find the Hephaestum before them.
We don't have any leads.
But they don't either.
That's true. That's true. Can I, Sarah, roll calculate to see if I can figure out what this mechanical piece is from?
Sure.
Can I also use the rest of Logan's lead from earlier?
Sure. Do you tell me exactly what you want to know from these mechanical pieces,
I want to
just so like
know.
so I can make sure it's not a wasted roll.
Yeah, I want to see if I can deduce what it like if it came off of the robot when the robot did something to her, or if it's like from
Mhm.
something, what it's from, or what
Okay.
yeah. 1 success.
One success. Okay. You see that this is a piece of the robot. And Louise must have just like hit it with the, like maybe she tried to
Ooh.
hit him with the butt of her
Oh, girl.
uh shotgun, and that's, what dented it out of place. So it is from the robot, and it is like high quality metal, like real strong, but also like strangely broke off easily. And you see that there's like a lightning bolt on the robot, and you assume that's like its insignia.
Hmm.
Does that mean anything to us?
No.
No, just like, some people like just like people, robots can decorate themselves, or like team sports kind of a thing.
It's dubbed itself the electric spooker robot.
He's like, I am
It's the
electric spooker.
electric
Oh, we don't stand
spooker.
a chance.
I'm not
You
against an
truly
electric
don't.
spooker.
It's come so far since being a car battery.
It really has. They grow up so fast.
They grow up so fast, those bots. Yeah.
I think we should just try and find the Hephaestum as fast as possible.
Yeah, this might be a good time to tell you, Lucas. We talked to your brother earlier, and he
You talk to my brother?
might be the Hephaestum.
What?
Actually, I think it's pretty like 99.9%
Pretty cut and dry that he is the Hephaestum. So
That
really,
doesn't
two
make any
problems.
sense.
Which part? That we talked to him, or that he's the Hephaestum?
That he's the Hephaestum, and you talked to him and you didn't tell me until now?
Wait, well, let's back up. Elizabeth said the Hephaestum was all over you, and it had chosen you. Who else has chosen you? Just your brother, because no one else except for Alice, and she is not the Hephaestum.
You don't know that, first of all. Second of all, how would my brother be a lab? That doesn't make any sense.
It's alive, the Hephaestum.
Yeah, and so is my brother. They can't both be the same thing. He's a human person.
Yeah, this is the thought: is that the Hephaestum is a parasitic building
Yeah.
that feeds and bonds with
It
humankind.
died, and right as he was there looking
A
for it, and it was like, oh,
parasitic
a
building.
new host, and
You
it
guys are not even
became
listening
him.
to yourselves.
I love this theory.
And how are you talking to him anyways? I want to talk to him.
Well, it all started at the very beginning. The way he first talked to you, you could have just responded then and there, but you didn't.
Lucas, I'm gonna walk you through a logic puzzle, okay? What is Elizabeth looking for?
Oh, the Hephaestus.
Oh, good job, Birdie. Okay, this
Okay,
one's for
thanks, okay.
Lucas.
Okay.
What was Michael looking for?
The Hephaestum,
The
The
maybe?
Hephaestum. Wow,
yes,
they're
yeah.
both looking for the Hephaestum. He
Yeah, so are
was-
we.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, that's true. He was looking for it. And then in the message that he left you, he said, she hunts me with her little ones. Why would she be hunting Michael if he wasn't the Hephaestum?
I know this one.
Maybe he knows where it is. That
He's
doesn't
the
mean he
Hephaestus. The answer is he
is
is
the
the Hephaestus.
Hephaestus.
No, we know he doesn't know where it is, Lucas. That's
Because
out
only
of the
God
question.
does.
Because only God does.
Then that doesn't make any sense.
No.
He can't be the Hephaestum and not know where he is.
Yes, he can, because he
Yeah.
said, dear brother, if you're seeing this, I am lost. He lost himself.
A lot of people have been lost, and I'm starting to think that is a capital L lost. Who knows what that means?
Oh my gosh. This doesn't make any sense.
If you're trying to find me, I am too, because he's a fucking building and he doesn't know where he is.
I have a new pet theory. Remember when he said only what was it? What is the God quote, Abby?
Oh, when I started looking for the Hephaestum, only God and
Mhm.
I knew where it was. Now only God does.
Because the Hephaestum is God, and now your brother is God, the
Oh,
lab building.
shit.
What?
Yeah, it makes
None
perfect
of
sense.
this makes
It
any
makes
sense.
so much sense.
It
First
also
of all,
doesn't.
we don't even know the chronology of like when he's found stuff and what is happening.
We could ask
If
him.
he's in a different dimension,
He's right
then
there. I point to like the
time-
wall outlet.
Okay, if he's right there, then go get him.
No, we can't go get him. We can only talk to him.
Then talk to him. I want to talk to him.
Well,
He's my brother.
Yeah, you can talk to him. You just have to go to the pinball machine. But Lucas, he
Doesn't
said
have to go to the
he said
pinball
he
machine.
was confused because we left him. But then now that we've contacted him, he can make his way here.
Yes. He was looking for us in our old universe.
You were in a different place
Yeah.
from where he left you.
I imagine Miss Margarita's just standing there with her guns, watching this conversation happen. Like, oh yeah, that makes total sense.
She's
yeah,
like, "Oh, Michael, I love him. Haven't seen him in forever. Oh, you've been talking to him?" She's also like, "This is the greatest goss I've ever collected."
Well, if we can talk to him through the pinball machine, then I want to go to the pinball machine right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
we were,
can-
yeah,
yeah, we were
that's
just there.
fine. We were just there, yeah.
Okay, then let's go. Lucas is gonna go.
Miss Margarita's like, "Okay, you need to get somewhere fast."
Yeah, Miss Margarita,
Back to
double
where
speed.
we were.
She's like, "It was worth it for just what I heard just then."
Okay, I'm gonna go find. I'll take a pillow from the couch, and then as we're leaving, I'll be like, I'll throw it in the air. And I'll be like, "Miss Margarita, there!" And I'll point to the sky, and I'll let her shoot it.
And she shoots that pillow to shreds with machine precision that would scare you if you didn't love her so much.
Wow, we were totally safe this whole time.
It is but feathers when it lands on the ground.
Okay. Hopefully that wasn't a sentimental pillow.
Hopefully it wasn't a sentimental wall because she just messed up Louise Tannenbaum's house with her semi-automatics.
That's what we needed Louise to do, was shoot her own wall. And
I
she
thought
did
we were
it, so-
outside, but I like that we were inside a lot more.
Okay, Miss Margarita drives you toot sweet to the arcade.
Perfect.
Okay, now do you know Morse code?
No, why would I know Morse code?
Okay, then I'm gonna have to interpret
As
for
you are
you.
walking in arguing about if you know Morse code or not, Johann has holding the phone to his ear and he's like, "Oh, you guys are back. There's somebody totally on the phone for you."
Who wants to take this?
Not me. I'm going to the pinball machine.
Lucas, you're great at talking to people. What if it's your brother?
What? He heard us at that wall outlet. This is him. Go
Johann,
answer.
who is it?
It's a girl from your class named Mia, like Yarnik.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Or
Yeah,
you
that
take
was-
it, Birdie. I don't know.
No,
one
you
of-
take it.
Okay, perfect.
I don't think Mia likes.
Hello?
Hi, Mia. This
Yeah.
is Mick.
Oh, okay, great. I've been calling all over trying to find you guys, and then I remembered that you kind of hung out at this arcade place, and it
Yeah.
was a last-ditch attempt. But okay, I still can't find my dad. I'm now officially worried.
You should be, Mia.
You should have been worried a long time ago.
Hey, ask if her dad can turn into a giant robot.
Oh, Mia, we have a question.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Has your dad ever turned into a giant bipedal robot?
With
And
claws.
what?
No?
No.
Okay. Good to
No.
know. Good to know.
We still don't know where he is then, but we thought we did, but we don't.
Does your dad have a glowing 3 tattoo on the back of his neck?
She's like, I mean, he not on the back of his neck, but he's got one that's like right here.
Okay.
He always said it was from his weird hippie days.
No, it's
What
not
does that have to?
That's a lie. Mia, that's a
That's
lie.
a lie.
Yeah, he's I think that you know how he used to be in like a lab group that did things that they thought would be good, but then they were all bad.
Yeah.
You know that. I think
Yeah.
that the gang's getting back together again.
I don't think. I mean, he never wanted to see Elizabeth again.
He never wanted to, Mia, but that's the thing is that Elizabeth is connected to him psychically through that glowing tattoo, and she's influencing his motives.
Does that make sense?
What?
Yes. So
I have to come to Sweden.
yeah, come hang out with us.
Well, can you look for you before
Yeah,
until I get there? Will you look for?
We're
Okay.
actively looking for him.
And ping him.
I think we're passively looking for him while we look for other things.
He will be where we're looking for things.
When we find what we're looking for,
Mia
high
is-
probability he is there.
Mia, you can tell that Mia is like not reassured, and she's like, I'm getting there real fast so that I can see what the heck is going on. So she's like, okay, I'm skipping school and I'm headed.
How is she getting here?
There's a train
Yeah,
or a bus.
Oh, do you need someone to pick you up from the train station?
Yeah.
This margarita's available.
Oh, Miss Margarita, I miss her and her tequila doodles. They don't have those in Denmark.
You said you're skipping school. Do they go to school in Denmark?
They do. They do, unfortunately.
Is that a principal in Denmark?
No, he was he's semi-retired. He's not doing great.
Hey, did he give you any inkling of where he was going when he ran away?
Absolutely not. He just disappeared, which is why I'm so worried.
It's been months.
I know.
What have you been doing?
I've been worried. You called me and asked. Remember that time you called me and asked me about where my dad was?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
I know. And
you've just been going to school normally?
Yeah.
Mia,
Is this
so
an
much
important conversation right now, Birdie?
No, I like the fact that Mick was like, yeah, I'll take this. And then Birdie got distracted and was like, okay, Lucas, I'll help you with Morse code in a little bit.
And now Birdie is taking over this phone call out of Mick's hand. Mia's like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I just want to talk to Mick.
I never liked her. I say into the phone.
Just you wait, Birdie. See you tomorrow. And ka-ching, she hangs up.
What a rude girl and then a rude dad.
She's nice. What are you talking about?
She's younger than you. No respect.
Okay. Just talk to your brother right here. What did we do? Did we boop a switch or something?
The coin insert.
Ah, yeah. You just press this button in Morse code.
As you're getting ready to do the beep boops, you hear on the TV that's playing the news. You hear recently an arrest has been made of the Citizen of the Year, Sunshine Jackson, CEO
Oh.
of computers, might become ex-CEO computers as she takes the fall for all of her illegal and illicit trading. Viking Land is on hold.
Johan, turn off this garbage news channel.
And you see Sunshine Jackson walking in handcuffs.
Ugh.
And that is as a result of Logan's roll for does Sunshine
Nice.
Jackson come out clean? And you rolled no.
Nice.
So
Hate that you've made me do this.
Amazing that was Logan's role.
oh,
That's so
everybody's
good.
role was important to their arc. Mick rolled for Alex,
Mhm.
and guess who Sean rolled for?
It's Michael
stand in-
building.
You
Alice?
stand in front of that pinball machine, and before you go to press that button to boop boop the stupid Morse code that Birdie keeps telling you to boop, the pinball machine lights up all on its own, and that is where we will end it for tonight.
If Michael's a building, I will be so mad.
I love that for you.
That's what your
I mean-
that's what your 6 was for. Is Michael building? Yes.
No, Sean's is does Michael contact you?
Oh, okay.
Yes. So this is
Nice.
Michael contacting Lucas specifically,
Mhm.
not incidentally being reached by friends who are contacting on behalf of Lucas.
I'm completely untrustworthy.
Totally a parasitic building, really.
Yes.
And God at the same time, also really. Yeah. So there you go. We'll end it there. Next week, what are we playing, Logan?
Next week, Sarah's gonna have a really good time in this basement after what she's done to me tonight.
No, next week we're not playing.
We're not
anything.
playing. It was a
Oh.
trick question.
Well, in a couple weeks, whenever we play again, Sarah's gonna have a really funny time in that basement.
He's not gonna remember. Yeah, what are we doing next week then, Abby?
We're taking a break because I'm gonna be not here. But the week after and the week after that, Sean will be not here, so we will do some one-shotty things. We just
don't have
know
an
what they are
exact
yet.
plan.
Yeah, so if you
yet.
have any systems you want us to play like one session of, let us know.
Maybe 2.
Give us some time so we can learn it beforehand. But yeah, Connor will be with us both of those times, right?
Mouse guard?
Probably.
Mouse guard would be fun.
We have talked about Mouse Guard.
Oh my gosh, you can't play Mouse Guard without me.
Sean's red wall dreams will be crushed. See,
Mouse
yeah, it
Guard.
can't be too fun, and Sean will have FOMO.
Sean can have FOMO. He's gonna be in Europe.
That's true.
I'm gonna be working hard, researching, learning.
Torchbearer.
Absorbing
Gorilla
the
Suplex just
culture.
wants us to support Luke.
I know, gosh.
Luke, a Luke fan.
We're not Luke fans here, not at all.
Tenuous.
It's a rough relationship. It's a real
hate.
ice
Up and
yeah.
down. So moments of genius and moments of like, but
Fire and
why?
ice.
So hard. Ugh. Yeah. I'm so excited for the Mathlon thread. Like, nobody else is as excited about Mathlon, but me.
Where do you think the Serbians come in?
Oh
For
my
God
gosh.
and country, they're talking about Michael.
They want to find the Hephaestum through the Mathlon and use it for Serbian world dominance.
We have the exact same thought.
I love you guys. See, I don't need to plan anything. They figure it. They just plan it for themselves, and I say, "That's a good idea, sure." That's what it is now. Oh, forgotten country. It's the Serbians. Ugh, great. Well, thanks for hanging out, and we won't see you next week, but we'll see you the week after for the one shot. Cool, cool. Bye.
Bye, good
Bye
night.
bye.